Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. Oh, almost at the end of this week, and I had a very hectic week, so I thought I'd indulge in a little bit of fantasy about what life would be like if we had an unlimited amount of time. Now, let's first define the notion of an unlimited amount of time, because I can think of at least three good definitions, and all of them have their own benefits, and all of them have their own drawbacks and the limitations of what you can do with them. So I think the most obvious definition that immediately comes to mind to most people is they wish they had more hours in the day, right? Maybe they love their jobs, right? But it consumes 10 hours out of the day. There's often not enough time to sleep. There's not enough time to socialize. There's not enough time to take a third job if you want to get ahead, right? I think that's what most people mean when they say they want to have more hours or more time in general, right? But there's at least two other good definitions. The second definition is we wish we could live longer, right? If we could live to be 120, we could have more time to spend with our families. Of course, if living to 120 means that you get put on life support after you're 80, that's a very different concept than living to 120 by aging 50% slower, right? So there's three definitions. More hours in the day, longer lifespan, slower aging, right? Now, I wouldn't want the second one, actually. The first one and the third one I would want. And the third one I'm kind of already attempting to achieve, right? The first one, I can try to push things a little bit by being more efficient. But let's make it unlimited, right? Imagine you could take on as many jobs as you want, as many hobbies as you want. You could have all the time in the world to eat, to sleep, personal care, whatever, recreation in a day. And so the other alternative is you stop aging altogether and presumably live forever, right? If you had to choose between one of the two, which one would you choose, by the way? I'm going to talk about the stopping aging one because that one's a lot more fun to me. If I stopped aging forever, I could take a lot more risk in my life, right? For example, if I make wrong investment decisions, I lose my entire nest egg, I'm still 20 years old, 50 years later, right? I could start all over again, right? If I marry the wrong person, divorce, as long as I don't hold baggage, right? If I have children, that might be another story. But if I just marry the wrong person and mess up, or maybe what I learned in school becomes obsolete, right? I'm a computer scientist, so that's very probable, right? Or you get the idea, right? Maybe well, I guess if I stopped aging, this wouldn't be a possibility, but maybe I recover from some kind of bad disease that robs me of a few years of my life, cancer or long COVID or whatever. I pick up where I left off, right? That would be, well, the converse is that now that these risks don't bother me so much, I can go out and take more risk, right? If I'm not afraid of losing my nest egg, then I could probably invest a lot more aggressively, right? If I'm not afraid of marrying the wrong person, I could date a whole lot more aggressively, right? Okay, the second one, having the more hours in the day. I'm not sure what I would do about that, actually, because I guess it would just allow me to do all the fun stuff and never have to worry about traffic jams. And this past week, I ran into several situations where this really would have come in handy. I had, unfortunate, twice this week, I almost got into a car accident because I was racing to work because I jammed too many activities into the same day. I had gone out to walk on my favorite trail and I had tore my clothes and I was running late to get to work. I was trying to go to a department store to buy some clothes and I was in such a rush that I made the wrong turn and made a commotion of myself trying to weave in and out of traffic. And then earlier today, my phone wasn't working properly. I rely on the GPS to get to my office. Even though I've gone there every day for 2 months now, I still cannot remember the directions by heart. and my phone was acting up. I forgot to pay the bill, and apparently the phone was trying to look for free Wi-Fi all over the place, and that's why it was changing its directions every 30 seconds. I didn't realize I forgot to pay the bill. So I was racing around looking for directions. Anyway, it made me wish I had an unlimited amount of time. But you know what? If I stopped aging, guess what? I wouldn't care so much about being late for work because I could start over again at a different job, right? So actually the stopping aging is more valuable than the having unlimited hours in the day, right? Although unlimited hours in the day, these two things wouldn't, that was funny. You know, I teach at a community college. I would just go to the classroom. How funny it was, right? They wouldn't be late. I wouldn't be late. It'll be great. So you could have plenty of time to eat more mindfully, right? That's been a big challenge of mine now that I have, well, 3 jobs pretty much, right? I just started working at a different tutoring center, and I also make a lot of bismuth art, and I teach at a community college. Now, even if I had unlimited time or that stopped aging, I probably wouldn't quit any of these jobs. It's not like, oh my god, I hate my job, that's why I need all this extra time. No, I want more time to be able to tend well to all of these jobs and to my personal care, right? Now, which one would you choose? Would you rather have more hours in the day or stop aging? I would say stop aging because it encapsulates all of these benefits, right, in a roundabout way, right? You could quiet quit all of your ventures. You could take more risk. You could you get the idea, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.